Welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy, and in this video we'll talk about Java 9. But you might be wondering, we have already started with Java 9, right? We have talked about JShell. Now, Java 9 has so many features. We got JShell, we also got modularity. Now, in this series, we'll talk about modules. Now, you might be thinking, do we really need modules? Because we were happy with Java files, right? We were happy with objects because Java is object-oriented. Why do we need another topic now? The reason is, Java is getting updated every now and then, right? We got so many updates. And because of all these updates, they also say it is backward compatible, which means every new feature will not make sure that you are removing the old features. And that's why the main jar file which we use in every project, there is a jar file which we all use is rt.jar, which is runtime.jar. And it has so many classes, so many packages in one jar file. Every time you get a new Java version, you just update the jar file. So from 1 MB now you get 2 MB, 5 MB, 10 MB. Maybe in future you'll be having 1 GB of rt.jar. Just imagine, just in your project, you have a project of 5 KB. In that you have rt.jar of 100 MB or maybe 1 terabyte. That's not a good way, right? Okay, that's exaggeration, but then that's the problem we are facing nowadays. So in fact, that's why if you really want to work on a project now, you have to think about modularity. Now, do we really need to do that? What if I say, if you're using Java 9, your JDK itself is created using modules now. So your rt.jar, so example, if you are making a new project in Java 9, you don't have to download the entire rt.jar, right? Because in that jar file, you have all the packages which we use. We have object class in lang package. You have all those file classes in IO package, right? All those classes are available in rt.jar. So even if in that also we also have RMI, we also have code bar, we have so many packages which we don't even use. I mean, when was the last time you worked on RMI? It's been a long time, right? So if you don't want those classes, why do we even have to include that in our project? So now your rt.jar file is broken down into small modules. So whatever module you want to work with, you can select those modules. Example, let's say if you want to work with basic calculations, if you want to use string class, you can use one of the modules which is there called as java.base. So java.base have all the basic features you want. But maybe you want to work with XML. So for XML, we have a special module. But then XML module is dependent on base module. You don't have to worry about base module because when you are using XML, in XML module, they have defined that we want to use base module. You don't have to worry about that. What if you want to use SQL features? Now, to work with SQL, you need XML and XML need base. So this is the module graph you have or the object graph. So one module is dependent upon some other module. So you don't have to worry about the dependencies. You have to simply mention, hey, I want SQL. SQL will get the XML one, XML will get the base one. You don't have to worry about that. So whatever module you mention, you will get the same module. You don't have to worry about which one you want. Right? In fact, jar is also a concept where we have one more concept called jar hell. Now, jar hell is not a good thing to work with. I mean, jar files are very difficult to understand. Second, we have class path issues. You know, from the start of my Java career, I used to hate class path things because if you miss one jar file, imagine you're working with Hibernate project or maybe any Spring project. So when we use Spring jar file, you also have transitive dependencies, which is Spring itself needs some other jar files. What if you miss one jar file? So let's say Spring needs 5 jar files and you miss one jar file. You will not get issues at compile time, you will get issues on runtime. Now imagine you have compiled all the project, you have deployed your project on the server, and you failed to test all the features. And the untested features maybe have a bug. Now it will give you runtime error. And trust me, runtime errors are horrible. So it's better to get error at compile time. And using modularity, you will get that. But how exactly we can do that? So first of all, we'll discuss about why modules, we'll discuss about how to create a module and how we can use it in the future. So I hope you will enjoy this series with me. So that's it. Do subscribe for further videos, guys. Thank you so much for watching.